Hi, I'm Debbie Reynolds, and often I'm asked what attracted me to the company that I'm with now in the network marketing or social selling arena. Well, there were actually several things. When I first heard about the company, then it was the product that caught my interest because it was a revolutionary product, had a lot of clinical trials behind it, had clinical studies to back up the results. There were great results, and it was actually a weight loss and fat loss product, a fat loss accelerator. Works on a very different principle from what most of the products out there do. And so I was fascinated by it, and I wanted to learn more. That's what got me looking at the company in the first place. But once I started to take a look, I absolutely fell in love with the philosophy of the company. And the company's built on three pillars. It's built on awakened health, awakened self, and awakened wealth. And the company revolves around those three concepts. And when we say wealth, we're not talking about just necessarily money. We're talking about abundance in general, for people to have a more abundant life. So it's so important for people to have their health. Without that, you don't have a whole lot of anything. But the self is so vitally important these days, and people are becoming much more aware of that. They're becoming more aware of that connection between the mind and the body, and that we have this self that we need to express and take care of and develop to the fullest potential. So I loved the concept behind the company and the philosophy that they express. Another thing that I love about it is truly the products. And when I came into the company, they had one product. I was totally blown away by that particular product. And then they added a couple of others, which are phenomenal products. I've seen even clinical studies done on those products, and they work so very, very well. One is a nootropic for energy, focus, concentration. It's actually brain food, if you want to look at it that way. And then there's another product for sleep that works on a different premise again from many of the other products out there on the market. Although it has all the natural ingredients that typically you would find in a product, they actually have used nanotechnology with it so that it breaks down the molecules and they are absorbed much faster into your bloodstream. You know, sometimes people or companies put products out there and they have great ingredients, but the ingredients are not designed or formulated in such a way that our body even can utilize the different ingredients that are in those formulas. So in a way, it's a little bit disingenuous or plain old bogus, if you want to say it that way, because there are some companies whose products just don't ever reach your bloodstream, or they may list an ingredient on there, but it's got just a light dusting of that ingredient, only enough to be able to say that the product contains that ingredient. But we don't do that at the company that I'm with. We make certain that we have clinical efficacy with the products that we put out there for you, so you can know that you're getting superb, extraordinarily good products when you purchase one. Then we have a new thing out on the market, which I think is the greatest device, probably the greatest thing that has ever hit the network marketing arena. That's my opinion, okay? No one's told me that, and there's no way for that to factually be backed up. But it's something called BrainTap, and I am beyond excited about BrainTap. That's something that came after I was in the company only maybe 3 or 4 short months. And then that we were able to get the exclusive global marketing rights to the BrainTap device. And that's really super, super huge. That represents such a tremendous opportunity. And for those of you who understand, I guess it's not just in the network marketing or social selling arena, it's even in business. Exclusivity equals opportunity. So I am beyond thrilled with the opportunity that we all have in this company from BrainTap. But here's what really gets me fired up about it, is that BrainTap is one of those products that can improve or enhance any and everybody's life in a number of different areas. There's 30 to 40 years of research behind the product and development behind the product. And the mission of the doctor, the scientist, who has worked on this for basically his entire life in his working career in order to get it developed fully, to get it perfected so that he could get it out on the market to the masses. Then his mission is to better a billion brains. And I am absolutely ecstatic to get up every morning and know that I'm on a mission with Dr. Porter to better a billion brains around the world. That gives me such a purpose, and oh my gosh, it's fun for me, it's exciting for me, but I'm truly invested in that mission to help improve people's lives and help them have the very best life that they can have. So beyond that, the other thing that I love is the community. I have been in the company for only maybe 8 months or so now, and I have found this to be a very giving, very caring, very selfless community. The people who are within the company are very willing to share their information, they share their knowledge, they will share their expertise. It doesn't matter if you're connected or related to them in downline or team or not. People are still willing to share with you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I wish we all had more of that spirit, but there's not as much of the competitiveness that gets in people's way as there is that spirit of willingness to help other people and wanting to see everyone succeed. So other than that, it's a great place to come to make a lot of new friends and extraordinary people in the company who truly do want to see people live better lives and have better health. And so I just don't think that I could be in any better place. I sort of landed here after a lot of deliberation. I'd been with my former company for over 10 years, and I hated to leave them because of all the relationships, and I genuinely love those people, especially the owners, and so many things that I learned from that experience. Love many of the products there, but it was not the place where I felt like I had the best opportunity for myself and for my family. And I am absolutely beyond thrilled that I was led to make the decision, that I listened to the little nudge, and that I moved to the company that I'm with now, which is called Awakened. So if you have the desire to participate in any of those things, whether it's to help people with their health, their self, their wealth, if it's a desire to help people live the best life they can live, it's a desire to help people have much better health from holistic products, then come join us. I mean, we've got a great community. We have a ton of fun, and the company is growing. It's very dynamic. The products that we have are very unusual and different. There's not a Me Too product with this company, so you're not going to find anything like it, especially not BrainTap with any other company. And guys, the opportunity that we have for anybody and everybody is just over the moon. So thanks, and I hope that you will see in this company some of the beautiful things that I'm seeing.